Mr. President, I want to take just a couple minutes as we wrap up before hopefully proceeding to votes to just speak to the Franken amendment. I think all of us want to buy American, buy local, whenever, wherever we can. We strongly support that, and it does mean jobs, whether we're talking about a pipeline or otherwise. But I think the bigger question here, and what we have in front of us with Keystone XL and what this amendment would do, is this amendment would mandate specific materials for the Keystone XL pipeline. And I think it needs to be, we need to put this in context. This pipeline is a private project. This is not a federally funded infrastructure project. This would be the first time that Congress has directed or forced private parties to purchase domestic goods and materials. We actually asked the Congressional Research Service to look into this, to see if there was any other instance where here at the federal level we had told private parties that you must purchase 100% domestic goods and materials. And so far, the answer to that inquiry has been that they can find no instance. So I think we need to be careful about this as a precedent, because if we're going to direct that this particular project, this Keystone XL, will have this requirement on it, where do we go next? What's the next energy project that we're going to require it of? Is it going to be the next pipeline? Is it going to be the next renewable energy project? Where does this slippery slope lead to? And I do think that it is fair to note that that TransCanada has committed that 75% of the pipe for this project will come from North America, and fully half of that, more than 332,000 tons of steel, will come from the state of Arkansas. So I'm with them. We want to make sure that we get as many jobs as we absolutely possibly can, make sure that they're good paying jobs, whether it is in steel making or widget making. Welders, this is about jobs. This is what we want to do to encourage it. But again, I think we need to be very, very cognizant that what this particular amendment would do would be, for the first time ever, to direct a private entity that they must utilize all American-made products throughout the process of the construction. I do think that it's important to note that the American Iron and Steel Institute has been a strong supporter of Keystone XL pipeline. We've all received a letter, they called it a steelgram, from the American Iron and Steel Institute, letting us know very, very clearly in no uncertain terms that they support Keystone XL. In fact, the words that they use are, "It is essential that Congress act to ensure the approval of the Keystone XL pipeline without further delay." So again, I would agree. We need to get moving on it. We need to do it without delay. Now, I do think it is interesting to note that the amendment does allow for the president to waive the requirements for American materials based on certain findings that he can make, and I appreciate that that is in there. I think that that's good. But think about where we are. It's been 2,300 and some odd days now where we have been waiting for the president to act, to make a decision on the Keystone XL pipeline itself. So I don't have any real confidence that he would move to act equally quick on any kind of a waiver requirement.